Slide 22, Lesson 1, Practice with Vowels. Let's have a look at a word, three-letter word with some vowels in here. This is a mem. It has a m sound, m. So just like our letter M in English, but it's called mem in Hebrew, mem. This is a lamed, lamed. And it has a L sound, like our letter L. And this is a final calf. The normal regular form is like a back to front C. But when it's at the end of a word, the bottom part just goes straight down instead of going round like a back to front C. So that's called a calf, a final calf, or calf sophete. And there's two little dots in here. Just says, make it short sound. These three dots, this is a seagull, and it means it's basically just saying the letter E. It's a short E sound. So it's a M sound, M, but it's the vowel is an E. So it's me, me. And this is an L sound followed by another E sound, another seagull. So it's le. So the word is me, le. And the final kaf has a ch, or in this case, when we say it quickly, ka. So it's me, le, k, melek, melek, melek. And melek means king. Mem, lamed, final calf, melek. And these three dots, they're called a seagull. And they have an E sound. Let's have a look at another one. Here we have another three-letter word. This one begins with a yod. It's the smallest letter. Remember Yeshua said, not one yod or tittle shall depart from the law. Well, this is a yod. This is a yod. And it has a y sound. A y, like a y. Yod, y. And this is a vav, and normally it has a v sound in modern Hebrew. In old biblical Hebrew, it had more of a w sound. But it's being used as actually a vowel. So it loses its v sound, and it becomes basically the letter O. So this little dot up here is called a holum. When you have a dot up the top like that, it means it's got an O sound. So this is called a holum vav. When you have the letter vav plus this dot at the top, it's called a holum vav. That little dot there is called a holum. This is a holum vav. It means it's got an O sound. So this is a yod. So it's got a y sound followed by an O sound. So this is yo. And this is what you call final mem. It's just the same as this one here, but when it's at the end of a word, it changes its form, the way it looks. It's drawn differently. So this is a m sound, just like this one. It's the same letter, but this is the final form. This is called a mem, and this is called a mem sophete. It's exactly the same pronunciation, it just looks different when it's at the end of the word. So this is a y sound, y, because it's called a yod, so it's got a y sound. This is a holum vav vowel, so it has a O sound. and this is a m sound. It's a mem. So it's y, o, m, yom, yom. So here we have a y, here we have an o, and here we have a mem. Remember, Hebrew goes this way, and English goes that way. Hebrew goes from right to left, and English goes from left to right. And Yom means day. Yom Rishon, it's Sunday or the first day, literally the first day. Yom Shani, the second day. The days of the week in Hebrew are just called first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day. No, it's called Shabbat. So that's Yom. So it's Yom Rishon, Yom Shani, Yom Shlishi, Yom Revi'i, Yom Chamishi, fifth day, Yom Shishi, the sixth day, and Yom Shabbat, which is the seventh day, Yom Shavi'i, HaShabbat, or Shabbat, Sabbath. Let's have a look at another one. Right, here we have the letter Shin. It's not a, there's two forms of this letter. It can be also called a sin. It's the same letter, but the dot's over here on the left-hand side. But in this case, it's on the right-hand side. Again, when it's on the right-hand side, it has a sh sound. And when it is on the left-hand side, it has a s sound. So this is the letter shin, and it's got a little T looking symbol, which is called a kametz, and it has a sound. This is a patach, and it also has an sound. They're more or less the same sound. It's just as in father. So this is a sh with a sounding vowel. So that's sha. And this is a sound under another mem, just like that one there. So it's a m sound. So that's sha, ma. But it's followed by a yod. And this changes the sound to a or I, in this case more of an I sound. So it goes sha, my, and we have a dot here, and that makes this yod sound like an E. So this turns into kind of like a vowel. It's kind of shamayyi. And the mem, this is another mem just like that, but it's a final mem. So that's an M sound, so it's shamayim. So it's still working like a consonant. It's got a y sound, but because it's a combination of this plus that, it's more of a im. This may sound quite complicated to begin with, but once we do quite a number of examples through this course, you'll get the hang of it. Important thing is to learn these vowels. So just think of these as just extra letters that you have to learn. There's only 3 or 4, 5 main ones, and a few different variations. So this is the word Shemayim, and this appears in the first sentence of Genesis. In the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth. Bereshit bara Elohim et ha-Shemayim, the heavens, ve'et ha'aretz, and the earth. So Shemayim means heaven. It actually means heavens. Shemayim, heavens. Okay, let's have another look at another example. Navi. Navi. Nun. It's an aleph, sorry, a kametz, and with a bait, or a vate in this case, it doesn't have a dot in it, so it's a v sound. So it's na, v, and that's a v, but because it's followed by a yod, it becomes an e sound. Navi. And the aleph is silent, but it kind of lengthens the e sound, so it just makes it a bit longer. So it's Navi. And that doesn't mean that you're a sailor in the Navy. Navi means prophet. Prophet. Navi. Alright, here's another mem and a zayin, a bait. And it's got a dot in it, so it's a hard b sound. This was a v sound, but this is a b sound because it's got a dot in it, dagish forte. So, and then we've got a chet. Chet. That's a ch sound. This little dot here is called a cherik. It means it's got a I sound. So this is just like the letter I. It just means a I sound. So this is m. And the zayin has a z sound, so this is miz, miz, miz. The two dots here are saying this is the end of the syllable. So this is miz. This is a b sound, and it's a e. So it's miz, miz, be, and the chet makes it a ch sound, but this patach means it's mizbeach. Now normally the vowel underneath the letter follows the letter, so it's pronounced after the letter, but when it's at the end of the word, it's often pronounced before the end of the letter that it's underneath. So here we have mizbeach. Mizbeach, Mizbeach, which means altar, altar, like a brazen altar, where you do the sacrifices, and it comes from the root there, zavach, to sacrifice. Similarly, navi comes from the root idea to come or to go, to see what is coming. And that's what a prophet does, he sees what's coming. And Shemayim comes from the idea of water. Water comes from above. And the heavens are the heavenly waters.